Page 162. This is number 2 at the bottom of the page. Again, it's just a reading thing. You try and read it. You can't do that, then read it one hand at a time. It's okay. But I'm going to go through the process for learning a piece of music. Let's see what we get. There's a few things I'd like to point out. It's 2 lines long, treble bass clef, 2 sharps in the key signature. We're in the key of D major. And so do the D major scale and the B minor scale, because it has 2 sharps, and go ahead and do the arpeggios, 2 octaves up and down, okay. By doing the scales and arpeggios, you get accustomed to which black keys to use. So when you're playing it in the music, you don't worry about which sharps are now, you just play in that key, and you'll automatically play F sharps and C sharps because you're playing in that key. It really makes reading music a lot easier, in my opinion. That's what I've been doing since I was in college and learned to do this correctly. And 3/4 time signature, I'm going to take it one hand at a time. Now this fingering here at the beginning, they want your 4th finger here, they want you here. And the reason for that is because in measure 3 you have a B. And this puts you in position for the whole line, you don't have to move. 1 and 2, 1, 2, then a 4. Because that puts you in position for what's coming. They're repeated notes, you can do that. However, I could have started it at the beginning with 5th finger in this position, because in the 2nd measure I have 2 A's, that's repeated notes. I can change. I can change there. There's no right or wrong here. Different people would do it differently. Style of fingering that I teach is I don't want to move my hand anymore and I have to. So by starting out with 4, I've eliminated 1 finger or 1 hand move that way. I don't have to move until the last measure. So I go ahead and start with 4, and that way I don't have to move again. Then 2nd line, measure 5, 1 and 2. Yeah, it's all in that position, you're okay. Left hand's are broken chords. Remember the chords, if you play them all as block first, you go here, this is the 1 chord, and then the 3rd measure, it's the 4 chord. Remember the 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a G chord in the key of D major. And then measure 6 is 5/7 chord. Here. So again, it's the primary chords. The 1, 4, and the 5/7 chord, okay? And then we just use that pattern. Boom, chuck, chuck, boom, chuck, chuck. Okay. And once I have that, and no hesitations, get rid of the hesitations, and it would be better if you could play this without looking at the keyboard. So when you're doing this, you can feel that. Yeah. Add the articulation. You're going to connect it here. Lift up. It's like a new phrase. Okay, the left hand, they don't give you anything. Again, isn't that nice? Usually, you connect the first 2, and you can't connect the second 2. They're repeated. Experiment with it. Try them staccatos on the 2nd and 3rd beat. Okay, whatever. I did that. It's interpretation. Another thing you can try sometimes is finger pedal the first note in that chord. In the left hand here, the first beat of each measure, the first finger pedal, which means hold it down. Pretend it's a dotted half note. Hold it down. We do a lot of finger pedal. I do a lot of finger pedaling in piano if I want the effect. I'm not using pedal, so I can let the finger do it for me. Now when you go from measure 5 to 6, you're using 5th here. You can, if you want, use 4th finger on that, on measure 5, so you can connect that if you're going to finger pedal it. Whatever. I'm just experimenting here. You're just trying different things out. You're exploring the possibilities. Gets into interpreting the music. Getting ahead of myself. Let's go back. Dynamics. MF at first line, mezzo forte, melody. The left hand's in the background. the second line, you come down to soft. Whatever. The left hand's very soft. Now, the last two measures, all the time I'm doing this, I want to hear this. And this is soft. And it's dying away. So I got to keep the left hand under it. So the left hand's got to get softer. Because I want to hear that note. Yeah. It's interpretation. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Feel that too. But moderato then is a leisure pace. And that's the overall feel of it. It may or may not be the speed of the beat. It's the overall feel of it. We want a sort of a moderate feel to it. Slow would be that. 1, 2, is more like an andante. And fast, moderato's sort of in the middle there somewhere. Somewhere in the middle. It's a range. It's a feel. What do you feel moderato should be? Now they want you to transpose this to E flat major. We're in D. They want to go up one key to E flat. E flat has 3 flats: a B flat, an E flat, and an A flat. So those are the black keys you're going to use. Otherwise, you're on white keys. The chords: 1 chord, 4 chord, 5/7 chord. And then in the music, they'll just go up. You pretend they're one note higher. Instead of an A, it's a B, except it's a B flat because you gotta stay within the key. So you're up here. So all the notes are just one note higher in the music. So the A is a B, and F is a G, the D is an E. And I'm not saying the flats. I'm in the key of E flat major, so I'm just playing the flats naturally. They're just part of the key that you just do them. So then you would put it all together. A C chord now. So I'm just playing the 1/4 and the 5/7 chord in that key, and I'm just moving the melody up one note because that's what they're saying to do. You transpose it to any key. If you go further away, it's harder to transpose the melody up mentally like that. In that case, you're basically playing finger numbers. Let's start with whatever key you're in. If I go to like B flat major, 2 flats, there I'm just going to play the key I'm in this position. I'm in here. I'm playing the finger number on whatever key it is, and whether it's a white key or a black key, I'm just playing in the key. B flat major has 2 flats, a B flat and an E flat. So when I play those notes, I play black keys, and I'm playing finger numbers. But in the left hand, then it would be the 1, the 4, and the 5/7 chords, and you could transpose this to any key like that. Let's play this together slowly and just check the notes that are here. I'll give us 3 counts. I'm not going to do the dynamics. We're just checking notes. That's all we're doing. And rhythm. 1, ready, go.